Hello, everyone. Happy Fierce Female Friday. We're going to get started here with a video, as you know. So sit back, relax, watch a little bit about the location where we are all heading in June. Who's ready to say yes to themselves to that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, 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 right. It's such a gorgeous space. We were talking about that in the green room, about how this year's togetherness, our retreat, is going to be so divine and different. The vibe, you can just kind of feel that vibe. So for those of you who are just coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Drop where you are watching from in the chat so that we can all connect the dots. And this week, let's go ahead and share our Instagram links. If you are on Instagram, please drop your Instagram link into the chat so that we can all get connected before we get together in June. That would be amazing. So we are in a retreat prep time here, and it is a WaveMaker Takeover season on the show. So before I go and let these amazing wave makers run the show today, I want to remind everyone that there are still tickets available for the retreat. It's June 13th and 14th, although you'll want to fly in, you want to book your travel to come in on the 12th, because we have a mix and mingle with the speakers and leaders that will be at the event, as well as our wave makers and our partners. That starts at about 4 o'clock. Registration is open. Swag will be available. Your bags, your VIP swag for being at the conference will be there. And of course, the creation station to make your badges will be open. Your creativity will flow from the moment you walk through the door. So head on over to IamWomanUp.com and grab your retreat pass and your hotel room. So the resort block ends next week. It ends on May 11th. This is very, very, very important because we got a screaming deal on these oceanfront rooms. And so you have to book your room by the 11th. They are very, very strict about it at the Seabird. I don't know if it's a Hyatt thing or what, but it is May 11th is that cutoff day. So please, please, please make sure to get your room booked. There, of course, are other places to stay, but if you're like me, like there's something nice about just hitting the elevator button and going down and being able to walk out to where you're going and then kind of head up at the end of the night. So make sure you do that. Get that done this weekend. That would be great. Get your tickets, IamWomanUp.com, and there's the link to the location there. We do have a couple of additional sponsor opportunities. So if you are a brokerage or a business that serves the real estate space and you're looking for a community to invest in, we would love to partner with you. We've got cool things happening at the conference like cabanas, fire pits, so beach bonfires with s'mores, lots of fun things that you could sponsor right there at that event and then throughout the year. So definitely visit the IamWomanUp.com site. There's a partner with us page for the sponsors that has all kinds of great information. And then last but not least, if you have not joined our Facebook group, please do that. We do lots and lots of sharing of content on that group. I'll make sure to drop a link in there once I hop off camera. But our Facebook group, it's private, so it's a place where you can come and rant and rave and share and celebrate all of those things that you may or may not feel super comfortable right now sharing in your main feed, but we want to celebrate those with you, all of those successes. And then of course, everything leading up to and during the conference will be shared there. So you don't want to miss the opportunity to get connected and plugged in before we hit June. All right, without further ado, Annette and Renee are fabulous wave makers. Annette, I'm going to throw the mic to you to introduce yourself, and then Renee, please introduce yourself, and then let the conversation flow. All right, everyone, thanks so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Take care.
Thank you so much, Deborah. Hello, everyone. We are so happy to be here, and happy Cinco de Mayo. However you celebrate, whether it's a prop or, maybe you have something else in your cup, we're so happy, whatever you're doing to celebrate, but you're with us. And we're definitely excited for that. My name is Annette Anthony. I'm the Director of Corporate Engagement for EXIT Realty Corporate International, and I exist to help elevate the use and our knowledge of our tools with our exit associates so they can close more business. Now, Renee, come on in. Let's let them know who you are.
Hey, Annette, thank you. What an honor to be with these beautiful exit ladies. I feel privileged here. I'm Renee Roqué of Women's Council of Realtors California, fresh back from Sacramento, where we spoke to our legislators over the week. So that was very fun. And Annette, it was a pleasure to work with you last year as a wave maker. I look forward to seeing you, gosh, in just like a month away. Is so exciting and just an honor to be here. So happy. Oh, I must tell you, Annette, that in Sacramento, we had Bertina Power, who we met last year at WomanUP, and she brought it. She sold out of everything. Everyone was very excited to see her. And these are the wonderful reasons to come to WomanUP, because you meet people and you build relationships with folks from across the world, honestly, across the world. So pleasure to be here. Thank you. I'm going to toss it back to you, Annette, so we can get all these lovely ladies into the conversation. Thank you.
Awesome. So we've got Shawn, we've got Bernadette, we've got Juana, we've got Shannon, we've got Christina. We also have Tammy Bonell, our co-chair. She's watching, standing by, but she is definitely supporting our people. So let's go ahead and start introducing ourselves. Shawn, let's kick it up. Let people know who you are.
Well, hello there, everybody. My name is Shawn Sorensen. I have been married for, hard to believe, 30 years. I have two amazing sons, and I say they're young men, but they're adults. Actually, one lives in Oceanside, so I'll be able to have maybe a little visit with him during our time. I'm the owner and broker of EXIT Realty in Temecula, California. I live in Marietta, and I absolutely love being a broker because I feel like I get to use my detective skills and my problem solving skills all day long. So it's a great time. I love it. I love helping people.
So good. You're a great mentor too. How about you, Shannon?
So I'm Shannon Malcom, owner and qualifying broker of EXIT Realty Birmingham in Birmingham, Alabama. My husband and I have quite the testimony of coming from homelessness into home ownership and owning a small rental portfolio, owning and operating multiple Airbnbs, and growing a successful real estate brokerage. So we just recently won EXIT's Transformational Growth Award for agent production and agent count. And we have 40 agents and are continuing to go super strong and are looking forward to just continuing to grow and pour into people and love people.
So good. Thank you so much. How about you, Juana?
Hi, happy Friday, everybody. My name is Juana Beede. I'm the owner and principal broker here at Bend, Oregon. And it's gorgeous here. And if you guys are ever in Bend, just swing by and by. I was born and raised in the Amazon, Pucallpa, Peru. And I came here in 1990. And then about 17 years ago, we moved to Central Oregon with my amazing husband. We've been together for 20 plus years, but married 17 with 3 cute little kids. Well, they're all taller than me now. And I started real estate because I wanted a career that gave me flexibility and gave me plenty of time with my family and kids. And I also really love serving others. So this gave me all of that. And I started my career with EXIT Realty back in 2007. So, and thank you so much for letting me be part of this.
So good. So good. Thank you so much, Juana. How about you, Bernadette?
Hello, everybody. I am Bernadette Cole. I am regional owner with EXIT Realty for the state of Virginia. And I'm also a broker owner of 3 brokerages in the DC metro area. We have about 280 agents between those 3 offices. So that keeps me super busy. I started my career with EXIT as an agent in 2006. Went to my first convention, loved it so much that within less than 2 years of becoming an agent and joining EXIT, I decided to open my first brokerage. So in 2008, opened my first brokerage. Now we're 3 brokerages later. And then in 2020, we bought the rights to the state of Virginia. And so continuing on, loving every bit of it. Absolutely love being a broker. I love developing people, working with people, and watching them achieve and succeed on their way to their goals. So
good, Bernadette. And to round out our panelists, Christina, welcome.
Hello, hi everyone. I'm Christina. I just celebrated my 1-year anniversary of retiring from the military. I have a 20-year-old daughter. I cannot forget my 5 nieces and my sister that we all live together. You know, Latinos, we all got to stay together. And I've been in real estate for 7 months now with EXIT. And I'm so excited to be a part of the panelists because these ladies here are the very first women in real estate I had an introduction to at the WomanUP. So I'm very excited. Thank you.
So good. So from regional owners to sales representatives, we are all here united together. So Renee, let's go ahead and kick it off with some questions.
I would love to, Annette. Thank you so much. But one thing real fast.
Yeah.
Deborah, forgive me for this, but I don't want to just go over so quickly Shannon's story because I think that's amazing, and having experienced homelessness myself. Honestly, I just wanted to say congratulations for what you're doing and making a difference, and you come from a different place. So hopefully we can get into that a little bit later, but Shannon, hats off to you for making a difference and changing things around for you and your family. That was our heart as well when I became a realtor after experiencing homelessness and never wanting anyone to go through what I went through with my family. So
I'm so glad you did that. Thank you, Renee. That really means a lot.
Thank you for giving the space for that. So why don't we just popcorn it? I'm gonna say, hey, who wants to go next? And you guys can popcorn to the next person, okay? And since my first friend on this call was Juana, go ahead, Juana. You can popcorn it from there, okay?
Okay.
So
Sorry.
the question was, what was the first business you started?
What's the first business? Sorry.
I'm like, what? Sorry. It's my first time being on a panel, so I'm a little nervous. I did a lot of little businesses, but my first official business was owning EXIT Realty Bend. And I bought it July 1st, 2021.
Good
Awesome.
job. Good. Now, who do you want to popcorn that to me? Who do you want to toss the mic to?
Shannon.
Nice.
So my husband and I started a remodeling company about a decade ago, where we were renovating houses in lower income areas for hedge funds that are out west. So we were renovating, putting tenants in and selling them. And we started figuring out that we could provide a better quality home for families than what the budget allowed us to do. And so we took off on our own, started asking people for private money, and just kind of took off from there, which led me to getting my license in real estate. Really just to help our own family, but realized really quickly that I had a passion for helping so many more people than just the people we were putting in our homes.
Fantastic. Thank you,
Okay.
Shannon. Wow. I'm inspired. Okay. Popcorn that to someone, Shannon.
Bernadette?
Thank you, Shannon. My first business was actually a Mary Kay cosmetics business, and I absolutely loved it. I loved like the conferences and, you know, all the fun stuff with it. And I've done so many like home-based business. We moved around a lot because my husband was military. So I did a lot of different home-based businesses in telecom, cosmetics. What else? Oh, and travel. I did some travel stuff, which was a lot of fun because that's one of my favorite things to do. So, but now all of my businesses are kind of real estate related. Like we have title, we have a commercial building, we've got investment properties. So everything is kind of all real estate related now, and lots of fun. And I'm gonna popcorn it over to my buddy, Christina.
Thank you, Bernadette. Okay, so my very first business was 12 years ago on eBay because I was stationed in the military in Germany. I acquired some one-of-a-kind pieces that probably would be very expensive in the United States. So I started out with designer bags and designer shoes, but it really all just started out with cleaning out my closet. And like Bernadette, a lot of home-based businesses, Mary Kay. But I found that military recruiting, which is what I did for about 17 years, is very close related to real estate. However, real estate has a small component I never experienced with military, and that's kind of creating your own income. So I get to see that this time around. Thank you.
So good.
Oh, and Shawn, my girl.
Shout out to Christina. I met her for the first time thanks to Bernadette, not dragging her, bringing her to the event.
I had to drag her, but go ahead.
I can't believe you only been a realtor for 7 months. You
I
are.
know, right?
I'm so impressed with you, and thank you for your service. Thank you so much. Oh, rock star. Anyways, my first business, because I loved decor and decorating. Remember when we would decorate with chickens and pigs and all that? Like, yeah, thank you. So it so much that we started making wreaths and all these things, and we called it the Cottage Collection. It was an in-home boutique. We would come to you, set your house up, and then sell you and all your friends all our chickens, roosters. I think when I come home, just to make my husband happy, we have 2 totes left of it. I might just donate it. I have maybe 3. Call me, I got you. So, that's where I hit the bug of really being into selling and that entrepreneurial spirit. So
Fantastic. Thank you for rounding that out, ladies. Thank you. Annette, did you want to answer that question?
You know what? I've never owned my own business other than, you know, my first job was a hostess at a Chinese food restaurant. So, but I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit and have just enjoyed working with top professionals and help guiding them into their next phase. Yeah.
Fabulous. Thank you for
So
that.
let me ask you this. Let's shift, and we'll go quickly because we've got a lot of questions to go through. I want to start with you, Shannon. And what is the life or leadership advice that you give most often?
So I like to just say, start where you stand. Like, it doesn't matter where you've been or what your past is or what's happened in your life, that you can start where you stand and change your trajectory of your life and the trajectory of your family's life.
That's great advice. How about you, Bernadette?
Yeah. And kind of similar to Shannon, it's every day is a new day. And kind of that along that same thread that every day is a new day. So I can start something new, I can build. And the beautiful thing about it is I get to choose because I am the captain of my ship. And so I can kind of choose whether that's a day that I restore, that I build, that I heal, and I get to choose that. And I just love, like, exactly along with what you said, Shannon, that every day I get to choose, and it can be the start of something brand new. It doesn't matter what happened before.
I love that. These are very tweetable. So for anybody who's watching, leverage the I am WomanUP hashtag, tweet some of these. Beautiful. How about you, Christina? Give us your best advice that you give.
Okay, so it might be a little tongue twister, but it's like you're right where you're supposed to be for who you're being right now in life. So you get to upgrade, and you're right where you're always supposed to be, no matter how you look at it. And my most favorite one recently has been, especially when times get tough where you don't think you could overcome something brand new in a life, it's like you just tell yourself, if you don't quit, you'll win. If you don't quit, you'll win. It may not be first, but you'll still make it through.
Good, very good.
I love that. How about you, Shawn?
So one of the affirmations I used to always say to myself and then share with others is serve and you shall be served. I feel like we all just kind of make that the mantra of our life, how much better it would be. But the other thing, and it's been a reoccurring theme lately, is a lot of people trying to make decisions. And so what I say is we make decisions from three places, right? We use our head, we use our heart, or we use our gut. And I just tell everybody, we've heard this all our lives, trust your gut. They say there's more brain cells in our gut than there is in our head. And so I just think your gut, it's your spirit talking, it's the intuition. So always, if you trust your gut, you'll never go wrong.
It's good. It's a great reminder. How about you, Juana?
I always do. You can do anything in this life. You just have to work hard at it, and you have to know it, and you have to know it in your heart that you can do it. And I'll always be here. Like I always tell my agents that I'll always be there for you guys. I mean, and you truly can do anything you put your mind to it. So I've been on my own since I was 16. So I was like, the things I've accomplished in my life, I've had a lot of people help me through them, but I always had to put my mind to it and got it done. So
that's good. What about you, Renee? What's the advice that you often give?
Gosh, I believe that we're all made for a purpose. And sometimes when we're down, I think we're at the wrong table and we need to step into our purpose. And surround people that you yourself with are really crucial to helping you meet that purpose or turning you down. So be careful who you surround yourself with. Make sure you surround yourself with a tribe of people who are going to truly love you and speak to you and encourage you.
I love that. People that see something in you that you don't see yet, right? I do a lot of trainings about technology, and I work a lot with our agents in technology. And I always tell them practice makes, and then they scream out what? What typically would they say? Perfect. Right? Perfect. No, but then I say, no. Practice makes permanent, where you don't even have to think about it. Or practice makes progress. So that's mine. Back to you, Renee. Let's ask them another one.
Love that. Annette, did you answer that question too?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay,
yeah,
you did. Okay, thank you. Well, good. Great segue for us. So thank you, ladies. Let's talk about encouragement. For my tribe, I really believe you have to have that tribe of people that you can, have you seen that meme that you try, people that you can text in the middle of the night and can tell you something about yourself that really encourage you. So who encouraged you guys? Who encouraged you? Who's the one who you would say that? I know there's a lot of us. I know there's a lot of people, but if you were to name one person who told you that you can do it or encouraged you into your personal power, who would that be? Popcorn it again. I'm going to start with Christina, since you're 7 months new.
Yeah.
Okay, I am. Okay, so I have to start off with my mom. She was 18 with her first child, and then she was I think 29 with about 6 at the time. And I just grew up in a great home. I have a great childhood, and she's been my encourager, my champion. But I also have 5 sisters. I have so many aunts. So there's a lot of women in my life, but I certainly have to start with my mother. But in this season, outside of our moms, I'm going to fangirl a little bit. It is Bernadette Cole, guys. It really is. In these last 12 months, sorry, Bernadette, I didn't tell you. In this last 12 months since I've been out the military, she's been able to like usher me into a whole new experience. And so she's introduced me to a lot of women in real estate. And so because of introducing me to the WomanUP culture, it's really dismantled a lot of ideas I had about women gatekeeping, women in success, and women in leadership. And so those are lies I can no longer believe at this time. So I'm really excited that I've killed the lie at this time. But yeah, thank you, Bernadette.
That's great.
That's it. Christina actually came to the WomanUP event before she was like officially licensed. So she really got, it's like such a great start and such a great foundation in meeting so many inspirational women at the WomanUP event. So awesome that's how you got to your start in the career, is at a WomanUP conference. I'm going to go ahead and go since I'm
okay. It's on you.
Okay. So, like Christina, my first would be my mother. My father was military. I told you my husband was military as well. And so I watched my mother like work her way, like from the bottom of like wherever she was hired up to like leadership positions, management. And then, oh, we got to move. And then she'd go somewhere. And at that time, it was really difficult for a woman to go step back into the same level of leadership position they were in. So I'd watch my mom do it over. And it was, you know, as much as it's like frustrating to see that happen, it's also inspiring to see her do that and achieve it everywhere we went. It also made me say, oh, there's no way in the world that I'm going to follow some guy around the country. There's no way I'm marrying anyone in the military. And for those of you who know me, my husband was career Air Force and we went
Be careful what you say.
Yes, exactly. But the second is actually Tammy's somewhere on here supporting us, but it's actually Tammy Bonnell. My very first, like, this is like my story. Like I was really literally a rookie agent when I became a franchisee. I didn't even have enough experience to actually be a broker. I had to hire a broker to be broker for me. And I went to like broker owner training. And Tammy sat across from me one of those days at lunch, and we had the most amazing conversation. And it was the start of this mentorship that has, you know, started way back then in like January 2008 to now. And some of the biggest like challenges that I faced, Tammy was right there. And when I say right there, I mean, I was working on an acquisition of a 50-person company and had no idea what I was doing. Because remember, I'm like new to real estate, new to brokerage. And I called Tammy. I explained to her what my concerns were. She walked me through a bunch of stuff, gave me a bunch of tips. But not only did she like support me on the phone or whatever, she's like, hey, I'm flying across the country from this thing to that thing. I can come help you. Like she was literally by my side as the, I believe she was CEO at the time of EXIT Realty, by my side, welcoming this company in. I mean, that's just incredible. And I have worked for so many companies over the years, like really, you know, like large companies, and I've never had the support like that in what I received from her. And I know that I can pick up the phone and call her at any time. And I've seen her talk to like major audiences and say, you know, if you need me, email me, call me, whatever, give her information. And she absolutely means it. And so that has been just incredible to be able to have that type of leadership throughout my entire journey in real estate, and to have that support and really help me to get through like just the major points of my career. Tammy was literally there, like a phone call away or literally right next to me. So,
Real deal.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So
thank you, Bernadette. Wow. I wish she was here. She was logged on earlier, but I think she's in a bad Wi-Fi space. So sorry for that. But I hope you're hearing all these great things, Tammy. I hope you're hearing all these wonderful accolades for you.
Yeah. And I'll popcorn it over to Shawn.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I have two women that have made me who I am today, I feel, and I'd love to mention them both. First is my grandmother. Her name was Sunny Calhoun. When I was a little girl, she taught me the importance of giving back and putting others before myself, putting others' needs before myself. Every week we would make sandwiches for the homeless people in our neighborhood. I grew up in Anaheim, and she wanted to make sure that I knew that these people may be homeless, but they deserved love, they deserved respect, and we were going to take care of them. So I'm a giver, and I think it came from being raised by somebody like her. She was the most unselfish woman, and I strive to live a life like hers. And then the second one, I'm going right there with Bernadette. It's Tammy Bunnell. I'm telling you, that woman, if she believes in you, you have to believe in yourself. She has given me some of the best and most solid advice, and it's not just in business, but it's in life. And she is absolutely one of the most inspirational people I've ever met. She truly cares about people. This isn't about money, dollars, it's about people. And as I always say, when I grow up, I want to be just like Tammy Bunnell.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Shawn. And who shall you popcorn to?
Juana.
Hello. Well, there's been many people, many ladies that have inspired me. And my mother-in-law was my first one, Mary Beede. She since then has passed, but she was just taught me selflessness and so much. Because well, yeah, she's just been amazing. So and then next was, I will never forget the day I got the courage to ask Annette and Tammy for dinner. They needed a ride, and I gave them a ride, and they believed in me before I believed in myself.
Touching. Thank you, Juana. Do you want a popcorn, or shall I just say Shannon? Is that okay?
Leaves me, yeah. So there have been a handful of women in my life that have been inspirational, but I will say this, the female leaders at EXIT Realty, like, they have just blown me away. And like someone mentioned earlier, they've kind of crushed that lie in my head about women caring about other women. And then last year, coming to the WomanUP retreat, like, I got to hang out with all of the ladies on the panel and really got to know Annette and Tammy a lot better, just having some one-on-one time with them. And, you know, they've been such an inspiration to me and are helping me to aspire to reach deeper and achieve more than I ever thought I could imagine.
Fantastic. Thank you. So sweet. And I have a Tammy Bunnell love story since we're here. I was a part of Women's Council National Institute and we were presenting in San Diego, and she stayed up all night coming across the country to be with us, to give us a presentation. She flew back east because, you know, she's a devoted, loyal person. She had to be, I think, for one of her grandkids something, and she came back the next day. Who does that? Who does that? So thank you for that. If I can really quickly just say, my mom, she's 92, she's downstairs right now. And, you know, that lady is a powerhouse, and she taught my son how to read when he was 2 years old. She said there was a time that they didn't allow us to read, and your kids are gonna read. And she's just always been a wonderful example of just so much. So I didn't know if we skipped over your Annette, and if so, I apologize. The floor is yours.
Oh, no, absolutely. You know, my dad was a tremendous influence on me, and coming into the technology space, it was heavily male dominated. But honestly, it was Tammy Bunnell that tapped me on the shoulder and surrounded me with such belief, just like you said, Shawn, that you can't not believe in yourself when Tammy says this is who you're meant to be. And so super powerful to have just amazing women. I would love to, you know, let's go do a quick roundtable of, or just like, let's fire off some quick answers of what are you most looking forward to at the retreat? Let's go to Christina.
Yeah, so what I'm looking forward to is just reconnecting first off with all you ladies right here, and then meeting new friends, and then new best practices, new connection, and just learning from one another.
Awesome. How about you, Shawn? What are you looking forward to?
We could The time in the lobby, I would love to do that. Bernadette, remember when we were in Christina? Oh my God, it was the best. But laughing and connecting with new and old friends and learning from one another.
So good. How about you, Juana? What are you looking forward to the most?
To hugging all of you.
Definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
and connecting with new friends. And then just it was such an amazing time last year. And of course, having some really good wine.
Oh yeah. I came back with a membership. Okay. That was how good the wine was. How about you, Shannon? What are you looking forward to?
So first, just reconnecting with all of you guys. We just shared such a phenomenal experience together, and then just meeting other women that are in business and doing amazing things. I'm just looking forward to making some new friendships this year.
Awesome. How about you, Bernadette? What are you looking forward to the most?
Oh my gosh, all of the same, because when I showed up last year, it was like a big reunion. I saw people that I knew from Women's Council. I saw people that I knew from EXIT. I saw people that I knew from WomanUP. And there were people there that I didn't know were going to be there. So that was exciting. Met some new people. And Shawn, the little side conversations, like I'm excited to hear everybody on stage, but man, in the lobby, it's like we were holding court.
Yeah.
We would sit there and like people would go by and they'd be like, you guys are still here, but we would have different people step into the office. So it's like I sat and I talked to a broker, gave her some advice. We sat and we laughed. Everybody was like sharing with one another, but we were there for hours. And it is like, it's one of my many memories from the conference. But yeah, that was a blast. And I'm looking forward to more of that. So obviously the people on stage, the new connections, and our little sidebars.
So good. And you know what? During the week, we're going to have dinners. So
Yeah.
WaveMakers are going to be, we're going to have dinners. I have one at Senior Grubbies. So mark your
Ooh.
calendars for Monday at 7 p.m. So if you're coming, come in on Monday. If you're hungry, meet up, let me know if you're going to be able to, if you want to come join me at Senior Grubbies. It's pay on your own, right? But I'm going to set aside a table for 10. So we could just hang out, have dinner, throw your bags in your room or leave them with the bell desk, but come join me on Monday and at 7 p.m. Senior Grubbies. It's just a short walk. Okay. How about you? Will you be having one too, Renee?
Absolutely. It was one of my favorite things. Just like Bernadette said, you're holding court. Well, don't worry. Our rooms are fabulous, I must say. Deborah and Sarah didn't see a lot of the room last year because we were together so often. As you say, it was such a beautiful location. I think I just slept there and woke up and had to get with my people again. So one of the wonderful things about these dinners, I will be going, who likes sushi? Any sushi? I mean, this is California thing. Sushi. Okay, sushi. We're going to go to Harvey's and it will be on Wednesday evening at 7:30. Just, I couldn't imagine being at the beach without having sushi. Come on. So actually in Sacramento, I saw one of the ladies who sat at our table, Jessica. She's a broker, and it just gives you a really good chance to connect a little more intimately. And we sat and we talked and we learned so much and laughed and just had the opportunity to go a little deeper with 10 of us. So if you like sushi and you're one Wednesday, you can go to Annette's and then you can come to mine on Wednesday, right?
That's right. Yeah. Come meet some new friends.
So I would love that. So thank you. Thank you for that. And let me just ask, because there are some people still who are kind of wavering and figuring out, do I buy a ticket or do I not? Is it worth it? Isn't it? How do I come? Bernadette, if someone had asked you that question, what would you say?
First, I would say you do not want to miss this event. Get that ticket. I love this conference. I have attended so many industry conferences, like from some of the really massive ones down to smaller, more intimate ones. And this one is totally different than anything that I've ever experienced. So many incredible memories, you're hearing about all of that stuff, but the thing that I find really different is that it's almost like a holistic approach to a conference, to a real estate conference, because not only are we learning all these things that are going to help us build our business, we're learning from people who are doing things well, and they're sharing that. You hear all the side conversations that are happening, and it's just this environment that exudes positivity, collaboration, but you're not just getting like your real estate skills, you're getting a little bit of everything. Your mind is being fed. There's things for like your body, like there's yoga, like meditation, like just being at the beach and sticking your feet in the sand and the toes. It will feed your entire mind, body, and soul. Be there. The experience is like no other. We've all been doing this for a long time. And I think everyone would agree that this is different. This is something so special, and you definitely want to be a part of it.
Yeah. You know, what was interesting at WomanUP, every speaker thanked another woman for helping them get to where they are. That was cool. Hey, Renee, let's do some rapid fire.
Let's do it, Annette. All right. So first job ever. What was your first job? So we talked about businesses that you started, but like Annette said, her first job. What was your first job? And let's go. Who would like to start?
I'll go first. I was a car hop on roller skates at Sonic.
Wait, say that again.
A car hop on roller skates at Sonic. Yeah.
All right.
So good. Who's next?
I
Christina.
was paper carrier of the year, or paper carrier, and I was paper carrier of the year. My very first year.
Wow.
You need to update your LinkedIn profile, girl.
Add that. Christina.
I worked at the World Trade Center. I got a job going to school one week and working one week. But you ever heard the thing like, you know, you got fired on your day off? It wasn't Craig, it was Christina. So
Oh, sorry. It just led to bigger and better things, lady. Okay.
yeah, definitely.
Shannon.
So I just worked at a little place called the Peanut Shack in our local mall when I was still in high school. It was my first job.
How old were you?
16.
Good for your mama. All right. Shawn.
14 years old. I worked at Ace Hardware, and I didn't win any awards, but man, I could rescreen a screen. I could make a key. I love it.
Those are life skills, okay?
Everyone should work at a hardware store.
Annette, what about you?
My first job, I was a hostess, right? And I was too young to work, but I told them I was old enough. So, pretty easy job.
One more to Juana.
I was paper, what was that?
That's right. You did say that. I'm sorry about that. Well, if I can just finish, my mom was a teacher, so I worked in the summer youth program with all the kids from her school. Okay, fun. Moving on.
All right, so let's go first concert. I'm going to start with you, Renee. What was your first concert?
My first concert. Oh, good God. You know what? So many things. Does Fiddler on the Roof cancel for that? I think it should. Fiddler on the Roof, my family. I'm a real musical theater family, so I would say that was the first concert with a lot of people outside. Yes.
How about you, Juana? What was your first concert?
It was DC Talk.
What year was that?
It was a long time ago.
That's awesome.
It was a long time ago. It was at a National Youth Convention.
Woo! That's
So,
awesome.
and we did a ton of different concerts, but I remember them being my very first one. So
That's a good one. How about you, Shannon?
My first concert was Three Dog Night, and I was in the theater long enough to hear Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog before I got asked to leave. So that's the story for another day.
Uh-oh.
So good. We're going to have to talk about that one later. How about you, Shawn? What was your first concert?
10 years old, I was at the Orange County Fairgrounds and saw Rod Stewart.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's awesome. How about you, Bernadette?
It was New Edition, the Fat Boys, and Four Simdies.
Nice. Nice. Absolutely. How about you, Christina? What was your first concert?
My grandmother took me in Coney Island when Mark Anthony was having his first show for free.
Oh,
Wow.
that was a good one.
That was
That's a
a
good
lot in the beginning. Wow. Okay.
My first concert was U2 at the Arizona State University stadium. That was awesome. And it was Rattle and Hum, so they actually did a video. So that was pretty cool. All right, Renee, let's ask them another question.
Yes. So before I do that, thank you, Annette. I want to tell everyone that the Introvert Lounge is back. So some of us might not be like me. I'm a little kind of extroverted. But if you just need a quiet place to be, because we know that it might be too many people, just know that there will be a lounge there for you, a common lounge. You can come in and just decompress. So with that being said, I'm an extrovert, if you didn't like that. That introvert, extrovert, what do you guys think? Ambient, what's your personalities out? And let's say, Christina.
I am an ambivert, I believe, because when I'm out, I'm like out. And when I'm in, I'm gone.
Okay, makes sense. Popcorn it.
I'm an extrovert.
Juana.
Extrovert.
Extrovert. I'm sure you can tell.
Shannon.
Oops, sorry.
I'm an introvert.
Okay. I kind of felt that might be true.
I'm gonna go ambivert. I would kind of surprise people, but yeah, I'll walk into a room a little bit shy, but then once you get me out, forget it.
Definitely. I'm an ambivert. When I'm on, I'm on. When I'm off, she's gone, you know? So yeah, I definitely turn it on. So let's have everyone fill in the blank with one word, okay? So, and you're gonna see this at the WomanUP conference where it'll say WomanUP is, and then a blank. So fill in the blank. What is it for you, Juana?
Life-changing.
Shawn?
Love.
Bernadette?
Soulful.
What is it?
Soulful.
Ooh, I love that. Renee?
Family. Sisters, family.
I love it. How about you, Shannon?
Well, Juana took mine. I was going to say what she said. I mean, that sums it up perfectly.
That's awesome. And you, Christina?
It's and, not or.
Ooh, I love that. I wrote down a WomanUP is growth. And when I think of growth is whether as a woman, as a mother, as a friend, as a spouse, owner, or even dreamer, growth. Yeah. So let's close the show. This has been so fun to be together. You know, it's for everybody that's joining us online. Thank you so much for being with us. Spread the word. You should definitely consider going to the retreat. Regret is forever, isn't it, ladies? And aren't you glad that you made the leap and you joined and you came to the retreat? So glad that we could be part of that again this year. Not only are we attending, but we're participating and we're also sponsoring. That's how much we believe in the I Am WomanUP movement. We look forward to seeing you in June. Buy your tickets. You'll also see over in the chat the link to go, which is IamWomanUp.com. Make sure that you do that. And then be sure to sign up for all of the fun experiences, including our dinners. You guys, there's going to be yoga, beachside. Don't miss it. So make sure that you bring something, prepare, because you don't want to miss it. I did it every day that we had yoga, and it was just beautiful. You can go to the IamWomanUp.com/2023-experiences. So go and check those out. And then, you know, make sure to check, you know, connect with all of our guests today. You'll see their LinkedIn profiles in the chat. Connect, you know, not just when you get to the event, but even before you get to the event. How about you, Renee? Close this up for today.
Thank you, Annette. And again, I met Annette at this incredible family-friendly. I think it was Christina who said that WomanUP really allows you to blow whatever you think about competition in real estate. Women's Council has been my heart for so many years. This is like the apple, the cherry on that, because you really are family. And Christina, so glad you are here with us, because it's not about competition. It's cooperation and collaboration when we're in WomanUP. So I think there's a lot of links in the chat here. Please, if you are considering it, tell your husband. It's a really good opportunity, because when you walk through that retreat, those retreat doors, and you come back home, I guarantee you, you will be different. You will be different. There's no way that you're going to be the same. So just look at what you're seeing here. So, and we would love to have you. Again, Annette for her dinner and mine as well. It will be all online. So please sign up. We look forward to seeing you and connecting with you, and bring a friend. Bring a friend.
Yes.
Why not?
Absolutely.
So they can experience this as well. All right. So I think that's it for us. And oh, happy Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you, ladies. That was
Cinco de Mayo.
amazing. That was amazing. So good. I'm going to send us out with this video. Thank you so much for being with us. See you all in June.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
You guys
Oops.
are awesome.
let's put it at the beginning. That's too funny. Have a great weekend, everyone. Now I'm
you,
gonna go get a
guys.
margarita. Thank you for the inspiration, Annette.
You're welcome.
I
Bye,
remember
everybody.
you,
Have a great
Shannon.
weekend.
So grateful. So grateful.
Thank you for your trust.